Let me say something most people won't tell you. People are not ignoring you by accident. They're choosing to. And the worst part, you're probably giving them a reason without even realizing it. You walk into a room, you speak, you try to connect, and somehow it just doesn't land. The conversation dies. Eye contact fades. Attention shifts away from you. Meanwhile, someone else says less and somehow controls the entire room. So what's going on? Is it confidence, looks, charisma? No. It's something far more uncomfortable to admit. You're talking in a way that makes people lose interest. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that. Not with tricks, not with fake confidence, but with 6 simple shifts in how you speak that instantly change how people feel when they're around you. And the fourth one, that's where everything changes. 1. Tell me more about that. Here's your first mistake. You think conversations are about being interesting. They're not. They're about making the other person feel interesting. Let me show you what you're probably doing. Someone says, "I've been learning how to play guitar," and immediately your brain jumps in, "Oh, I used to play too. You should try this. I know a faster way." Sounds normal, right? But here's what just happened. You made it about you. And in that exact moment, their interest in you drops, because people don't connect with those who compete for attention. They connect with those who give it. So instead say this, "Tell me more about that," and then stop talking. This is where most people fail. They say it, but they don't mean it. They interrupt. They redirect. They perform. But when you genuinely pause and listen, something shifts. People open up. They lean in. They start associating you with a feeling they rarely get, being fully heard. Even Epictetus emphasized this. Listening more than speaking isn't politeness, it's power. Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone made you feel truly heard? Exactly. That's why this works, too. I don't know. This one will feel uncomfortable, because everything in you wants to appear smart, capable, in control. So when someone asks you something, you stretch an answer, you guess, you fake certainty, and you think that builds respect. It doesn't, it destroys it quietly. Because people can feel when you're pretending. They might not call it out, but they stop trusting you. Now watch what happens when you say this instead. "I don't know." No hesitation, no apology, no over-explaining, just calm honesty. Suddenly you're not performing anymore. You're real, and that's rare. Socrates built his entire philosophy around this idea. The moment you stop pretending to know everything, you become someone worth listening to. Here's the paradox. The less you fake knowledge, the more weight your real knowledge carries. 3. That sounds hard. Now we get into something deeper. This is where most people completely lose connection without realizing it. Someone opens up to you. They say something real, something heavy. And what do? You try to fix it. You jump in with advice, solutions, comparisons. You think you're helping, but what you're actually doing is dismissing their experience, because most people don't want solutions. They want to feel understood, so instead say this, "That sounds hard," and stop. Don't fix it. Don't analyze it, just let it sit. Because in that moment, you're giving them something most people never do, emotional space. Marcus Aurelius believed in restraint, especially in emotional situations, not reacting impulsively, not needing to control everything, just being present. And presence is what builds trust. For silence, this is where most people lose everything. Let's be honest. Silence makes you uncomfortable. So you rush to fill it. You talk more. You explain more. You say things you didn't even need to say. And in doing that, you reduce your own impact. Because here's the truth nobody tells you. The more you talk, the less people value what you say. Silence, on the other hand, it creates tension. And tension creates attention. Think about it. When someone speaks slowly, pauses, chooses their words carefully, you lean in. Why? Because it feels like what they're about to say matters. Seneca understood this deeply. Silence isn't weakness. It's discipline. So next time there's a pause, don't rush to fill it. Let it breathe. Let them feel it because that space, that's where your presence grows. 5. I appreciate you. Most people say thank you, but it's automatic, surface level, forgettable. Now compare that to this: I appreciate you. Feel the difference. One acknowledges an action, the other recognizes a person, and that changes everything, because people are starving for recognition, not for what they do, but for who they are. When you say this sincerely, you create a moment they won't forget. And here's the key: don't overuse it. Say it when it matters, because rare words carry weight. 6. No, this is the one that exposes everything. Because you already know when you should say no, but you don't. You say yes to avoid conflict, to be liked, to keep the peace. And slowly you lose respect, not just from others, but from yourself. Every unnecessary yes costs you something: your time, your energy, your focus. And people can feel when you don't value those things. So when you start saying this, no, calm, clear, unapologetic, something shifts. You stop being available to everyone and start being valuable to the right people. As Epictetus said, if you don't choose your boundaries, someone else will choose them for you. Now here's the part most people miss. This isn't about phrases. Anyone can memorize words, but if the energy behind them is wrong, they won't work. This is about something deeper. Not needing approval, not rushing to impress, not filling silence out of fear. Because the moment you stop trying to be liked, you become someone people naturally respect. Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who barely spoke but somehow controlled the entire room? That's not luck, that's presence. And presence isn't built by adding more. It's built by removing the need to impress, the need to prove, the fear of being unseen, because ironically, the less you chase attention, the more it comes to you. So now you know. It's not that people don't like you. It's not that you're boring. It's not that you lack charisma. It's this: you've been speaking in a way that makes people disconnect. But now you have the shift. 6 simple changes that completely transform how people experience you. So here's what I want you to do. Next time you're in a conversation, don't try to impress. Try this instead. Say less. Listen more, and watch what happens. Because once people start feeling your presence, you won't need to chase attention ever again.